Hey, what's up? This is 36 Drew coming to you, N3O Clan representing with a tip of the week for this, the first week of December 2009. Ok, para si me esto e vida 36 Drew avocom esta ponta de semana. I hope you're going to enjoy this little shout out to the Portuguese main man himself, Lazy Tuga. This tip of the week has to do with early sheep scouting and sheep abuse. You notice here that on this particular map I started with 2 sheep. Actually, they end up getting thrown in control groups. My first sheep is control 2 and my second sheep is control 3. This has particular ramifications for many civilizations, especially Ottoman, since your explorer usually early on is building a trading post, or he may also be gathering treasures and such. However, he doesn't have other things to take advantage of, such as India and Japan having 2 explorers to start off, or France and Dutch having the scout and envoy, respectively, to assist in early scouting. Now you'll notice really I've gone directly over to the trading post, and here I'm continuing to scout other sides of the map just like crazy with those sheep. This is particularly advantageous in terms of locating treasures, in terms of locating second hunts, in terms of locating gold mines, in terms of locating natural barriers in the land, all of those sorts of things. On this particular map I was looking for, there's a nice big 150 or 130 wood treasure, can't remember exactly what it is. It's guarded by a couple of grizzly bears. And for an Ottoman player, that's absolutely instrumental in grabbing a second trading post during the transition. This game wasn't a particularly hard game to play. I was just kind of messing around. However, I feel it just illustrates the importance of early scouting and abusing things like sheep. You do want to be careful if you're playing against civilizations like Japan, who, if they were to gather the sheep, can take advantage of them too. And of course, you can do this on any map. Let's say you start on a map without any sheep, but there's sheep all over the map, or llamas, or whatever it is that's floating around, and you can scout them as best you can. If you think your opponent's coming nearby and you want to delete them, that's one option too. However, if you just use your sheep, as soon as you gather them, you just delete them, I really don't feel that that's the best use of them. There's always a way of gathering them back to your base. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, a little bit tricky, but you have to do what you have to do. So really, imagine this. You see how my explorer went a little bit northeast to build his trading post, and then he sort of headed northwest and up around the town center. The whole left side of the map would be unscouted, and with the exception of the sea, but you can't really scout the sea at this point in the game anyway. So really, I guess this just comes down to being the basics of good scouting and how important that is, regardless of what civ you play. And that includes scouting things like second hunts, gold mines, tree locations, natural barriers, and so forth and so forth. By the way, this game's played using Ottoman. I've had a lot of fun playing Ottoman lately, and on Robot Entertainment patch, of course, because in the fan patch, they're just futile. Here, at least, there's some things that are exploitable, like 200 wood trading posts, and the Janissaries didn't receive the change, which I feel kind of hurt them more than it helped them. I understand the intent of that, but with Fan Patch 1.2 coming out, that's going to change most definitely. It's also going to be nice to have an Age 2 HP card for cavalry in the deck, and of course having that villager limit increased to 35, so before you actually have to research the tech. It'll be interesting to see, and I'm not sure that any of those changes are necessarily finalized. However, they'll make Ottoman somewhat more playable, and of course with the boost to Janissaries, that'll be quite nice in future patches. I really enjoy playing the Civ. I just actually won 2 games versus Japan before this, so I was really quite happy. However, then I played a drop tricker by the name of BIBU, and he just raped my PR, and if you see him, please flame him, accuse him of being a hacker, and everything else, because he is. Anyway, I'm not usually one to talk bad about another player. However, when I get drop tricked, I am angry. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this tip of the week. 36 Drew, signing off. N3O Clan, representing. Take care, everybody. Hope everybody's got their Christmas shopping done, and keep on representing your clans.